the problem is, you see, Gary's got to introduce me and also turn on the microphone at the same time.
What is asking? Gary! Hey!
Hey! Gary!
Something is
Got it!
I'm sorry about that.
I want to sing that like.
I'm sorry about that. Okay, this gentleman has been to Darwen many times before over the years. He's been on a mission of recording 40 albums in 20 years.
Yeah.
Now, he was really on track for doing that, and then lockdown struck, but he's going to continue, carry on regardless, as the once said sometime in the song once. So, before we start, any young conservatism? Yeah?
Sam!
That's okay. Bridgewater's over there.
Yes, you fuck off!
I'm going to introduce this gentleman. He's wonderful. Tonight is free to get in. He was touring last night in Shrewsbury, depending on how you pronounce it. And he's in Rill tomorrow, and he's basically all over the country doing this tour, promoting this new album. So what I am going to do is, during the performance, I'm going to go around with a collection glass, so if you can dig deep and if you have any spare change, it'll be much appreciated, and show you appreciation to the wonderful Grant Sharkey.
The money thing is really good. I just want to say now, all money I ever make does not end up in the Cayman Islands. Okay, so I just want you to know that I don't use any offshore accounts. I'm not one of those guys. I'm not one of the government. Just saying. Someone put a 500 pet set in my hat the other day to check his vacuum note. Interesting. 500 of them. It's interesting. Worth £14.10. Anyway, right, I'm in Darwen. Hi!
Yay!
It's nice to be here. Is this on? Oh, is that coming out, is it? Yeah? Alright. Oh yeah, that's coming out, fine. We're all good. So I haven't really worked out a set list, so I thought we'd just do the hits, because it's Darwen, let's face it. You guys are always good fun, and I've just written an album that's actually quite fucking depressing. Because it's about fascism. Yeah, it's a lot of fascism about, and it's not on, is it?
No.
It's not on, but yesterday I was in Shrewsbury, I spoke about fascism in Shrewsbury because they fucking need it. But does Darwen need to talk about anti-fascism?
No.
Does it?
No.
Does it, Darwen? Okay, that's alright then. You've got a fascist MP, so you do need to talk about fascism. Let's face it, okay, right. Everyone needs to talk about fucking fascism. Anyway, I'm not going to talk about fascism. This is a song called Tories.
Yeah.
This song was written when we made a collective decision that was controversial, which was when we found out that Doctor Who could be a woman. Do you remember when that happened? It was like 2017, and you soon found out who your friends were, didn't you, that day? About, sort of like, Time Lords can't have tits! It was fucked up. And today, a Tory MP called Nick Fletcher, who's the MP for the Don Valley, gave a speech saying that since Doctor Who became a woman, all boys haven't got a role model anymore and therefore do more crime. Which is fucking hilarious for a Tory MP to say. Basically, since they got elected, they've been doing quite a lot more crime as well, just saying. Let's blame Doctor Who for all the Tory corruption as well. They just need a good role model, like Jeremy Corbyn. Doctor, can you help me, please? There's something strange going on around here. I pay my taxes for schools and hospitals, but when I look, well, they've all disappeared. And she said, whoa, I've seen a lot of this going round. She said, whoa, before I tell you, boy, you better sit down. So I sat down, and she said, I'm sorry, you've got a case of Tory filthy parasites that live off the poor. Tories, no one's quite sure what those Tories are for. Tories hate the foxes, but they get off on war. They're the Tories, screw you till you dead, then screw you some more. They're the cancer on the arse of the non-Tory classes. They're the Tories, and they hate your guts. They're the Tories, they're dead by 1,000 cuts. Doctor, doctor, how can this be? I've used protection, tell me, is there a cure? I have to tell my friends and family, is there a test so that we can be sure? And she's like, yeah, we can take a look at your society. She's like, man, we can look for division and inequality. I said, do it! And she did it, and the test went off, and then about 3 weeks later the test came back. She phoned me up, she said, can you come on in? I said, I can come on in. So I did an LFT, I isolated for 72 hours. I went in, I sat down in the doctor's office, and she went through the charts, and her face went grey. And she said, yeah, it's positive. I'm sorry. It's Tories, filthy parasites that live off the poor. Tories, no one's quite sure what those Tories are for. Tories hate the badges, but they get off on war. They're the Tories, screw you till you dead, then screw you some more. They're the cancer on the arse of the non-Tory classes. They're the Tories, and they hate your guts. They're the Tories, they're dead by 1,000 cuts. I'm like, doctor, how the fuck do we cure this? She said, well, you gotta go and vote. I said, what? For politicians? But they're all the fucking same, aren't they? And she said, no, you prick. She said, thinking like that probably got you Tories in the first place. And I said, oh. She said, yeah, you gotta vote for something that's actually better than the fucking Tories. Because you're gonna die if those Tories don't go. So fuck the Tory filthy parasites that live off the poor. Tories, no one's quite sure what those Tories are for. Tories hate the planet, but they get off on war. They're the Tories, screw you till you dead, then screw you some more. They're the cancer on the arse of the non-Tory classes. They're the Tories, and they hate your guts. They're the Tories, they're dead by 1,000 cuts. But we're not going to talk about politics. Not tonight. We're not going to do it. Let's not talk about fascism. To go for an album called Homo Sapien. This song's about people with massive cars. Has anyone got a massive car here? No. Got a big van? Okay, van's different. That's different. But I'm talking about, you know, those gigantic cars with the names like Warrior.
Oh, no.
Barbarian, you know, that sort of thing. The ones when you're sort of driving.
Yeah, we should Warrior.
When you're on the country roads, you always have to sort of get into a hedge to let them pass and all that sort of thing. I realised I was stuck quite a lot in traffic behind those people. I thought those pricks need a song. This song's called Massive Car. He has a massive car, it barely fits our tiny roads. A massive car, it seems that everywhere he goes, people are so close to him, and he beeps his tiny horn. A massive car, it keeps his ego nice and safe. A massive car, and washing wax on Saturdays by those Polish guys who are actually Latvians. He voted leave, he loves his country and he loves sovereignty. Whatever that means, if you give him an inch, he'll take a mile and complain he's only got a mile. He has such a tiny heart and mind, he's such a massive car driver. He has a massive car with a hyper-macho name, a massive car. Brucey's a wealthy alpha male, it's a Ford Guantanamo motherfucking Eagle missile cockle of death. Motherfuckers. So don't you ever fuck with him. An angry wife with a tiny little dog, she laughs at him, picking up tiny doggy logs from the back seats, and he wishes she was dead. They've got some kids, but he hates them because they are communists. Although Labour fight for equality and diversity and the whole planet's ecology. They say, Dad, you're such a fossil fool. You're such a massive car driver. One by one, they all leave him. The house is empty. In the evenings he sits there crying. In the garage, I'm so lonely. I'm so angry. Why did they leave me? I'm fucking lovely. It's my inner Nigel Farage. He drives in his massive car down to the local hospital. They found a lump deep down inside his old bum. Hold the doctor sighs. There is nothing you can do. He drives back home to spend his last days on the earth and wondering what his life is finally worth. Did anyone actually like him? But the answer's too painful. And then he dies, placed in a box with pennies on his dead eyes. At the funeral everyone tries to cry, but their eyeballs stay dry and they lie. He was such a great guy, but they're actually kinda glad he's dead. He's such a massive waste of time and resources. He's such a massive nightmare for the race and planet. He's such a massive car driver. If any of you have got a micro-brewery of any kind, just give a pint of it to Zero before he goes on stage. Because honestly, you sold me this beer by you going, fuck, it's lush!
It's fucking this lush. Have you tried?
It really is. It's like opal fruits, but it's a smoothie. Right, let me tell you about this anyway. Oh, this is the new album. It's called Woke Music for Children, Fascists and Grown-Ups. You're either one of the three. That's the way I say it. And this whole album was written because of the fact there's a culture war being declared by our own government on pretty much this fucking room. This gig, yeah, it's called A War on the Woke, which is a horrible concept, but literally if you have just the caring nature to look after your fellow human beings, you're now the enemy of your own state.
Yeah.
That's fucked up. Really fucked up. So I wrote a whole album about it. But the idea of basically what I'm trying to say is I don't make CDs anymore. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get rid of plastic in my life.
Yeah.
And it seems a little bit hypocritical to get up on stage every night and say, we should save the planet.
Yeah.
And then sell countless bits of plastic to people that they can only use once.
Yeah.
That ends up in landfill and won't biodegrade for 25,000 years. So I figured I should not do that and just make pieces of paper instead. There's a code on the back. You can download the files. If you want to make your own vinyl, wax cylinder, whatever you can. But at the same time, this is the way I'm going to sell it to you. But I'm going to sing a song about that, about musicians using plastic in the music industry. I'm trying to do this to help musicians transition into the new world. This song's called Imagine, because there's not enough songs in the world called Imagine. Deep in the ocean, there's a little sea turtle choking to death on an old tape of John Lennon's Imagine. And there's a lemur in the trees who's coughing and sneezing off the fumes of a burning copy of Earth Song by Michael Jackson. Elton John flew 20 times around the world singing, hey, that's the circle of life. And billions of bees are now all deceased from the chemicals used to make Nazi Morrissey salad. Sorry. And there's a whale somewhere out there with a gastrointestinal tear caused by a DVD of David Attenborough's BAFTA and Emmy Award-winning series Blue Planet. I've seen toxic landfill full up to the brim with Louis Armstrong's What a Wonderful World. And deep in the ocean there's a little sea turtle choking to death on an old tape of John Lennon's Imagine. Sad face. Oh yeah. That's not necessarily a Darwen song. After a song about meat pies, it's never going to quite work, was it?
Meat pies.
I fucking love that song about pies.
Oh,
it's gorgeous.
Pies.
Firstly, I love all of you. I'm just going to say that straight away. I think that's the way I should really do it. You've all become dear friends and people that I've missed. And it took a pandemic to bring it about, but I actually fucking missed you people. Up until then, I was nonplussed. It was a good Sunday afternoon though. But Gary was the first person who brought me to Darwen, and Zero was the first person to support me here as well. We did our first gig there in 39. Oh, yeah, it's like 6 years ago now. But it's always been a really special place on the tour. I really do like this place a lot. And I need to sing Zero a song, I suppose. Well, I actually haven't got anywhere to stay tonight. I'm literally doing this gig without. But I do have to be in Wales quite early.
Well, just shove the key through the fucking letterbox.
All right. So if anyone wants the key to Mark's house tomorrow, it's in Aki. I might just drive to Wales. I don't know yet. I don't know.
You're always welcome.
Thank you. I know. But I always wake up with a cough and some mould on me. I haven't got time to chat. I've only got like 45 minutes. Fuck. Okay, right. This is a song for Mr. Zero. This is to say how much I love you. I am man. I stand before you, the pinnacle of evolution. It took 200,000 years to perfect me. I am strong, I could defend you, defy me. I will destroy you. Remember, compromise is the art of getting what you don't want. Okay, we go back 14,000 years when Mark was only 27. And he says this. Hey girl, I've killed some dinner and make a fire and cook my dinner in my cave. We'll make a love that's so sweet under stars. We'll have so many questions. Naturally, we live in harmony. Rightly, we only kill the things we need. I am one with everything around me. I am one with everything that's around me. Dig a hole, rummaging for stuff to eat amongst the soil. What's this? A rock of shining rock. Oh my, I really feel like I'm in love. Fuck you. You can't have my shiny thing. Fuck you. You can't have my shiny, shiny thing. I'm an animal. Everybody, I'm an animal. Just the women. Just the men. I'm an animal. Nice. Now I'm king. I have this shiny thing. My people sing. Oh, praise this shiny thing. They will do anything I ask for a piece of my shiny thing. Take a stick and draw a circle in the sand. Take a stick and defend my sacred land. I am God of everything around me. Now I own everything that's around me. Ra, sha, boos. Ra, sha, boos. Ra, sha, boos. I'm an animal. Everybody, I'm an animal. One more time, I'm an animal. Nice. I am man. I stand before you, the pinnacle of evolution. It took 200,000 years to perfect. Jacob Rees-Mogg. What a specimen. It was my birthday on Tuesday. I turned 44 years old. 44 years old!
Happy birthday!
Thank you very much, thank you. I spent it in Shrewsbury on my own. Eating pizza in a hotel. Cheers. It was actually fucking lovely. It was nice. I was watching Doctor Who. But she had tits!
Yay!
Right, speaking of which, keep it to the hits. Should we just stick to the hits? Yeah. I don't know how much time I actually have. That's the problem. That's not some sort of existential problem.
Apparently there is no curfew until 11th of December at the Bureau.
Oh, okay, the Bureau. Is that in Blackburn?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's good to keep going until then.
Tony Blackburn, Tony Blackburn, Tony Blackburn, Tony Blackburn, Tony Blackburn.
DJ!
Whoa, whoa, Tony Blackburn. Lee Blackburn, Tony Blackburn, Tony Blackburn, Tony. Do you not know that song? Fuck me. Can't believe it. It's written in the 60s, that song. This song was written when Donald Trump decided to ban transgendered people from joining the military for no good fucking reason, because you don't drop the bomb that kills the kids with your knob or your fanny. Just a fact. There's no point in banning transgender people from doing anything, to be honest. That's the way I see it. So I wrote this song to bring a bit more equality in the world. It's called Genitals, the best bass line in the world. It goes fuck. Oh yeah. Oh. I can't actually sing and play this song at the same time. because I actually come halfway through the second verse. We all know that. Maybe one day, once I pass the menopause, I'll be able to do it. But at the moment, that's the bass line. This is the words. Are you ready, Darwen, for my genitals? No, it doesn't seem to be the case, does it? Clap your hands if you have genitals. Clap your hands for your vulva, cock and balls. Clap your hands if you have full control of what goes on with your lovely genitals. Yeah. Can you feel the funk? Yeah. This funk is for your junk. Clap your hands if you have genitals. Clap your hands for your vulva, cock and balls. Clap your hands if your value to humanity based on your genitals. Yeah. We're celebrating love. Yeah. Genitalia. Trump, T-Dumpty, sat on his wall. Trump, T-Dumpty was afraid of genitals. All of Trump's women and all of Trump's men couldn't kill babies if they were transgender. Clap your hands if you have genitals. Clap your hands for your vulva, cock and balls. Say, I don't have any influence at all over what you do or do not do with your genitals. Yes. That's what I wanted so much.
Kenny, you're starting something now.
To be honest, a song about genitals should have a bell in.
Yeah.
So, thank you. Wonderful.
Yeah.
So did everyone have a good pandemic? Best I've ever had.
Yeah.
I don't watch the news.
No. It's shit. Full of lies.
I don't watch the news, and I just watch YouTube for my information.
Yeah, I do. YouTube is brilliant.
No, it's not. It's full of shit.
Hey, Grant, what's my stuff?
Oh yeah, that's different. But I wrote 2 albums during the first lockdown. I still carried on with the 2 albums every 6 months thing. And the reason why I did that is because I could, and it's quite nice, and I was supported by lovely people who came to the live streams and did stuff. And
Zoom.
I wrote a couple of books as well, and I think some people here have bought the books, so thank you very much for all that sort of thing. That, I was very well supported by lots of people, and I thank you if you've done that. I really appreciate it.
That Zoom session was epic.
But one thing was, I wrote one album about the pandemic. That was a bit, to be honest, a bit hacky, but I did write it in a week, so that was all right. And then the second album I wrote last year was all about the fact that we were going to see mobs on the streets of America, at least, no matter what happened. And then we might see mobs on the streets of our country as well, And there were some points when I thought there were some people out there, I saw good friends. Did anyone lose any friends to the conspiracy? So, like maybe 5G or something like that? Or, did anyone lose I lost a friend who basically, the last thing they said to me was, Joe Biden definitely sells kids in cabinets to Ellen DeGeneres and they drink their blood.
What kind of cabinets?
Yeah, well, the cabinets though. they're very nice. MDF. Very nice. Good veneer. But I thought I'd write a whole album about that. So this album's called Calm Down. This is the title track from Calm Down. It's called Calm Down. Calm down. Heal the disparity. What's real or fantasy? Calm down. We're all mentally vulnerable, getting hysterical. Go outside, breathe in the oxygen, focus yourself again, leave your phones, turn off the screens to the YouTube and memes, because if by taking your red pill gets one innocent person killed. Fuck you. Fuck you. highest morality leads to brutality. Ask women when the hyper-religious tried them as witches. No proof, just lies. No facts and no evidence, backed by a credulous mob who believed without question they were fighting Satan. So if the things you believe on the memes and screens over reality leads to another's tyranny, fuck you, fuck you. Everybody join in with that bit.
Fuck you!
Fuck you. Last time, you ready? Fuck you. There you go. So, how much time do I have left?
As long as you are clever. Have a day.
10, 15 at a push. Shit, I haven't even played spoon. You'll never hear this song in Wetherspoons, and you won't ever see me playing Wetherspoons. If you don't like it, you can fuck off to Wetherspoons. This is Sunbird Records. Putting on gigs! Fucking gigs! We're cool shit! And thank fuck it's not all Wetherspoons. This place is where the people are cool. Right? Deep in culture and not true. Except for Zero, I know. The beer is cheaper in a Wetherspoons by quite a fucking lot. And I know you can get Ebola in a Wetherspoons. But did you know you're so humble in a Wetherspoons? You're just a wallet with low expectations once you step into Wetherspoons. Thank you for coming here to this commune, to think and dance and share and sing some tunes. But if you want to be treated like a right-wing goon, you can always go to Wetherspoons. You can always go to Wetherspoons. If you shine a UV light around the Wetherspoons, you will find hidden pictures of Margaret Thatcher all around the room. Around each picture is a little puddle of Tim Martin's goo. For those of you that don't know, Tim Martin is the boss of Wetherspoons. He doesn't think you're a cock. When he's picking his five-a-side team, he'd rather pick Jacob Rees-Mogg than you. Fuck's sake, and you could be there in your shorts and your shirt, ready to go, and be like, no thanks, I'd rather have the guy that lied to the Queen. Just saying. That was rubbish. Right, so quickly, okay, me, Billy Bragg, Frank Turner all sat around in a bar, right, and we had a bet about who could write a song about whether Dominic Cummings is a Russian agent or not. And I've only got 10 minutes. And I drew the short straw, basically. That's why Billy can still go out to his Americana and Frank Turner can just go around the States with the Counting Crows. But I got it. This is the worksheet in the album. This is Dominic Cummings up here. This is Vladimir Putin down here.
and you've got to find a connection between the two, and it's quite quick. It's only 3 steps. Should we try and get him down a bit? That doesn't work. Never works. Never works. You go quiet. Everyone else is quiet. Nice. Okay. So there's Dominic Cummings. Jack Wakefield, brother-in-law, worked for Dmytro Firtash. Dmytro Firtash, the Ukrainian who turned off the gas to the Ukraine to make them vote for Russians and all that. Jack Wakefield is also the brother of Mary Wakefield, commissioning editor for The Spectator, who's also used to be under the employ of Boris Johnson. We all know that Boris Johnson worked for The Spectator. They're all in on it as well. Anyway, Vladimir Firtash here takes all of his directions from Vladimir Putin. It's that simple. So if you're ever wondering whether Dominic Cummings, whilst he's trying to destabilise the whole fucking country, is a Russian agent, there it is. But then Billy says, yeah, but you've got to do a song that's under a minute on a ukulele, and it's still got to be fucking hilarious at the end. And I'm like, ah, shit, all right. So this is called Let's Draw a Line. Bring it down, bring it down, bring it down, bring it down now. Let's draw a line between Dominic Cummings and Vladimir Putin as fast as we can. What sort of compromise do they have on our government, whose greed and incompetence is great for their plans? Dom's best friend and brother-in-law is a posh boy called Jack Wakefield, who was a high-up director of the fascist Firtash Foundation, owned by Dmytro Firtash, who for 20 years has fucked up Ukrainians on the orders of Vladimir Putin, till the people there became insane in the Ukraine, insane in Ukraine, insane in the Ukraine. They've done the same to the UK, insane in the UK. You leave or remain insane in the UK, and they'll do it again and again and again. That's it. Yeah. Yay! Yay! By all means, come to the merch box behind Alan after the show. I do take cards. I know you're wondering if I take cards. Yes, I take cards. Anyway, last song. You know.
Watch out.
Watch out.
Here comes the
This is the protest song about protest singers. It's fuck 'em.
Yeah.
There's also a bit of spoken word, which is a spoken word against spoken word artists as well. Because we all know they're the worst. Wrong room. Right, here we go. This one's for you, Foxy. It's all for you, isn't it? Let's face it.
Thanks.
Here's you.
Just for me.
Only does it once. It's really odd. Here we go. Watch out! I'm gonna sing a song about the government, and it's gonna drive them crazy, and they'll probably arrest me. When my song is done, step back, don't be crazy. I've got a ukulele playing G and CD. I'll highlight their brutality. There's a girl over here hula hooping for Ruby and women. Any minute they'll be free, and there's a guy over there shaving his balls for Corbyn. Who? Guess that's what JC means. Step back, fascist fuckers. The counterculture's been training in secret camps out of sight, like those bastards in ISIS. Watch out, safety first, cause it's clumsy cliche verse, it's more incendiary than anything Al-Qaeda has, and you can tell I'm really angry by the stickers on my guitar. You can tell we're really serious when you see how good I am at getting fucked up in the field, getting fucked up in the field to show that we will never yield. We're getting fucked up in the field to show the nasty government the level of our discontent. We're getting fucked up in the field. Fucked up in the field. The djembe circle goes quiet as the performance poet makes his way across the field to a tent that reeks of piss. As he clambers on the stage, clutching pages filled with rage, he takes a swig of cloudy cider and to the audience says this. Bit of spoken word about how shit spoken word is. I performed this at a spoken word night in London. Everyone knows the spoken word shit. What is it? The tits.
To show you spoken word and
Tits.
shit.
I want tits.
Tit. No
Oi!
tits.
Tits.
Hey, tits.
Oh, man, that's
They won't stick on.
I'm too wet. I'm too wet. Anyway, so this is a piece of spoken word about how shit spoken word is. Has anyone been to a spoken word night? No. Yeah, it's fucking, it's arduous, isn't it? It's fucking hard. No, it's the worst in London. It's full of cokeheads. Cokehead spoken word. It's the worst. Anyway, I did this poem at a London spoken word night. I wrote it the night before and they fucking hated me afterwards. This is a poem called I've Written a Poem. I wish the silence. I've written a poem! It is spectacular. And I will deliver it in the same meter and vernacular as my peers, who, like me, are delivering their fears through tears. They know pain. It's a rhyming rhythmic cascade. It could be about something, it could be a name. But you will never know because once I'm locked into this spoken word flow, leaping from beat onto beat as I go, taking a moment just to go slow in an effort to show you that I have written this poem. And I'll deliver it in my fake East London patois. And I'll probably cause some sort of fake East London fatwa on me for daring to speak. Speak out for the feeble and weak. I am humble. I'll be meek. I will crumble. But I will never be silenced. My poem is an act of unbridled defiance. And it's going to save the planet. My words will start a fire, and my breath it will fan it till it spreads all across the globe, in every business, church, school, and home, until everyone knows that it came from me. Because everyone cares about poetry.
Yeah.
I've written a poem, but I haven't had time to learn it by heart, so it stays in my notebook with the rest of my art. A mind shit, a thought fart, a brain burp, a cerebral wank. Spaffing out into your faces whenever it lacks. All the poetry cafes and all the open mics. Yawning my pain and expected delights. Maybe tonight's the night that I'm flavor tonight. But as usual, it'll get a clap. And we'll carry on regardless. And I'll go home thinking you lot are shit.
But we're not.
And artless. I've written a poem and it could have saved us all. But if it wasn't for you, it definitely would have. And everybody there is agreeing with saying nothing to do with the fact they're MGMing. We're getting fucked up in the field, getting fucked up in the field, to show that we will never yield. We're getting fucked up in the field, to show the nasty government the level of our discontent. We're getting fucked up in the field. Get off the picket line, fucked up in the field. And call the ticket line, fucked up in the field. Thank you very much, everyone.
Let's do it.
We're done? Right, we've done it. We can probably do one more ukulele one.
Yeah.
All right. We know you're good, but should you? Okay. Like I say, behind, just over there on the foosball machine is my merch stand. If you want to come buy a book, please do. Like I say, all money does not end up in the Cayman Islands because I got banned from there and I'm in Panama now. It's all right. So this is a song about Sean Kingston's fucking horrible song, which is called Beautiful Girl. You know that song? You're way too beautiful, girl. And that's why I'll never work. You've got me suicidal. If you say it's over, that's a fucking song. No, it's a horrible song though. Because it basically says, it's a horrible song because he says, I'll kill myself if you leave me.
Oh, a bit like.
That's fucking horrible.
A bit like respect music.
Yeah. That's a dark fucking song. Yeah. So yeah, Sean Kingston says to a girl, I'll kill myself if you leave me. But on my songs on the radio, I can't say fuck a few times without Ofcom fining the radio station £500,000 quid. So I'm just saying that, you know, Sean Kingston can emotionally blackmail women say I'll kill myself and you and the dog if you leave, which is fucking horrible. But I can't say fuck a few times. So I wrote this song. This song's called Emotional Blackmail in Pop Music for Sean Kingston. Okay.
Sounds very much like my best, please.
There's a bit of singing along at the end. You said to me that if I leave, you would curl up and die. So then I left, and you're still not dead. Turns out that shit was a lie. Emotional blackmail isn't really the nicest way to treat anybody, Sean. She's off to kill herself now. Emotional blackmail isn't really the nicest way to treat anybody, Sean. I'm trying my best to positively express the phrase, fuck you, you fucking fuck. But I'm all out of words, so in case you misheard, fuck you, you fucking fuck. Everybody! Fuck you, you fucking fuck. A little louder. Fuck you, you fucking fuck. With balls. Fuck you, you fucking fuck. With vaginas. Fuck you, you fucking fuck. With Sean Kingston's balls. With my balls. Fuck you, you fucking fuck. Oh, it's good to be back in Darwen. Thank you. Thank you very much, everyone. Yay! See you soon.
Come on, keep it going for Grand Sharkey. Keep it going. Grand Sharkey. He's in Rill tomorrow night.